all of Spain and Portugal go dark. Payment systems and banks offline. Trains shut down mid-journey. No official cause confirmed. Grid down really can happen. Could this be sabotage? Welcome to Preppers News, where we cover global events through the lens of practical preparedness. If you're new here, I use a computer-generated voice due to an injury that affects my speech. Today, we're looking at a major power outage that's hit both Spain and Portugal. This wasn't a localized failure. The entire Iberian Peninsula went dark. No official cause has been confirmed yet, but the scale of this blackout raises serious questions. For preppers, it's a real-world example of just how fast a grid-down scenario can unfold. On Monday, April 28, 2025, at 12:33 p.m. local time, a massive power outage struck Spain and Portugal, plunging the entire Iberian Peninsula into darkness. This unprecedented blackout affected major cities including Madrid, Lisbon, and Barcelona, as well as rural areas, disrupting daily life for millions. The outage was caused by a sudden loss of approximately 15 gigawatts of electricity, about 60% of Spain's power consumption at that moment, within just 5 seconds. This abrupt drop triggered a cascade of failures across the grid, leading to widespread disruptions in transportation, communications, and essential services. Transportation systems were severely impacted. Train services across Spain came to a halt, with over 35,000 passengers stranded. In Madrid's Outage station, travelers were forced to camp overnight, relying on emergency provisions. Subway networks and traffic lights ceased functioning, causing chaos in urban centers. Communication networks also suffered. Mobile phone services experienced outages, and internet connectivity dropped significantly. In some areas, radio broadcasts went silent, leaving residents without reliable sources of information. Additionally, payment systems and ATMs went down, leading to long queues in stores and people unable to buy food and essentials. Emergency services were activated to manage the crisis. Hospitals operated on backup generators, and airports faced disruptions, with some flights delayed or canceled. The Spanish government convened an emergency meeting to coordinate the response and investigate the cause of the blackout. As of April 29, power has been gradually restored across most regions. However, investigations into the root cause of the outage continue, with authorities considering various possibilities, including technical failures and external factors. No definitive explanation has been provided yet. This blackout wasn't just a technical hiccup. It exposed just how fragile modern infrastructure can be. Authorities still haven't confirmed what triggered the collapse. Spanish government officials have described the incident as strange. Energy experts admit that even a disruption lasting just 20 milliseconds in a high-voltage transmission cycle can trigger a domino effect across the grid. In this case, the grid didn't just wobble, it failed on a national scale. One concerning detail: the outage appears to have knocked out some backup systems as well, including those for radio broadcasts and regional transport. That has raised quiet but growing concerns about whether this was a technical fault, a coordinated cyber attack, or something else entirely. Some analysts have publicly hinted at the possibility of outside interference, but stopped short of naming specific actors. On the ground, power has been mostly restored across Spain and Portugal. However, some train services remain disrupted as operators work to safely bring everything back online and complete system checks. Passengers have faced ongoing delays, particularly around major hubs like Madrid's Outage station. Businesses reliant on refrigeration, communications, and electronic payment systems face significant losses during the outage. Airports, while operating again, also experienced disruptions that caused some flight delays. What's clear is this: the systems millions depend on, power, transport, communications, can fail suddenly, with little warning, no immediate answers, and no guarantee of a fast recovery. For preppers, this blackout is a real-world reminder of how quickly modern life can be thrown into chaos. This time, power is being restored within a day, but the bigger lesson is how little warning there was. Millions lost electricity, transportation, and communications in an instant, and even today, services are still being patched back together. It shows why backup power, stored water and food, Off-grid communication like GMRS or shortwave radios, and basic emergency supplies aren't luxuries, they're necessities. It doesn't take a global catastrophe. A regional event like this can disrupt daily life for millions, even in well-developed countries. We'll continue monitoring this story for any updates on the official cause or longer-term impacts. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments, if the grid went down where you live, even for just 24 hours, would you be ready? Thanks for watching Preppers News and global events with the Prepper's perspective.